What's up guys, it is Chris back with another watch video, and today we are doing a review of the Carpenter Brooklyn Gent. So this is a 38mm dress watch made in solid bronze. So quickly I'll go through some of the specs, then I want to talk about where I actually got this watch. I went and picked this watch up at the Brooklyn Watch Shop here in New York, and then I will go through what I don't like about this watch. And I will tell you right off the bat, there is not much I don't like about this watch. And then we'll go through pricing. So, off the bat, specs, 38mm as I mentioned. We have a black sunburst dial with bronze applied indices, bronze hands. There's a date at 3 o'clock. There is a bronze sort of line that goes around the date window, excuse me. Looks absolutely beautiful. You have a screwed in crown, which is also signed, and solid bronze case. Acrylic crystal on this, which is boxed and domed. Looks really, really nice. Gives it a very nice warm feeling. Carpenter printed on the dial, Brooklyn, New York, and automatic right there at the bottom. Comes with this nice distressed leather strap, solid bronze buckle here, and of course that is also signed Carpenter. And you can see it's already patining a little bit and has sort of a polished finish, so it looks really, really cool. I'll take it off my wrist. Just for your reference, 7.5-inch wrist and a 38mm watch. Really fits very, very nicely on my wrist. And I have a somewhat larger wrist, and I think it really works nicely on my wrist. Automatic movement, 28-24 ETA here. Decorated rotor, as you can see. Looks really nice. We have a solid stainless steel case back, sapphire crystal to view the movement. 5 atmospheres of water resistance, so 50 meters. That is due to the screwed in case back and screwed in crown. Kind of untypical for a dress watch, which usually gets around 30 meters, and that's really good. It tells you solid bronze, Swiss movement. G4 is actually the model number. This is a limited edition of 250, and this is number 8 out of 250. The strap, as I mentioned, 19mm here at the lugs, tapers down to around 16mm, I believe, at the buckle. Signed, and that is the logo for Carpenter watches. Really, all in all, just an excellently crafted watch. Really, really nicely made. Fit and finish is perfect on this watch. And just overall, very impressive. When you see it in person, it is an extremely impressive watch. I spoke to Neil Carpenter, and he told me that I can come in and choose a watch for review, and I knew exactly the watch that I wanted to review. I wanted to review this watch with this case color and this strap. There are a few different variations. They actually make a stainless steel version. They make a silver dialed version, and all of those combinations. So you can get the bronze with a silver dial, you can get the stainless steel with a black dial, the stainless steel with a silver dial. So, and then I believe you only get the stainless steel with the bracelet. And I have not actually handled the bracelet, so I can't say how good that bracelet is. But from judging from what I see here, I could imagine that it's pretty good. I don't know for sure, though. I like that the strap is tapered. I like the look of that. It very much has with the tapered strap and the acrylic crystal that is domed and boxed. It gives it a very vintage feel. This could be mistaken for a vintage watch if someone was, not to know that this is a modern watch. They would immediately assume that it is a vintage watch. But you flip it over and you have a really workhorse movement. Really, I prefer these over Sellita. These are the originals. These are ETA movements. ETA movements, are becoming more scarce because of what happened in January, and ETA will be no longer providing these movements to other watchmakers. So that will cause a little bit of an upset. So this is a little bit of a special movement now as we move into the new year, which is kind of crazy. So a little bit about the Brooklyn Watch Shop. The Brooklyn Watch Shop is a watch shop here in New York, in Brooklyn, New York. And it's a very small shop, but they are, like I said, a brick and mortar shop where they actually sell Carpenter watches. They sell a couple of other brands, but the majority of what I saw were Carpenter watches. They have the Brooklyn Field watch there in all different iterations, and I would definitely like to review one of those. I think they're a very good looking watch, and I was very impressed to see those in person. They look absolutely beautiful in person, so I really would like to review one of those when I return this. Hopefully I will be allowed to do that. So like I was saying, I'll throw some footage of the actual shop up. It's like I said, a very small shop, but they have vintage pieces, they have new pieces, and they do some repair there. And I was actually speaking to the person that was there, very friendly guy, helped me out, gave me this watch to take home to review, and I actually don't remember his name, but he was very helpful, and he was repairing watches in the back. He was one of the, I guess, the repairmen there, or the watchmakers. So he was repairing some watches in the back, and he came out to just talk to me about the watch a little bit, and send me off with it, which I really appreciated. So overall, very nice place. I definitely suggest at least visiting it if you're interested in watches. Definitely go there, check it out. If you have a watch that you need to get fixed and you're in Brooklyn, really very convenient. So what I like about this watch, I like everything about the watch. I really like the case shape, the fact that it is a bronze watch and it is a dress watch. I think that's very different. I haven't seen many bronze dress watches out there. I really like the dome acrylic crystal. I like the vintage feel that it gives. But I will say that the two things that stand out to me immediately about this watch is the bronze case and the fact that it has a screw-down crown and it's a dress watch. I really appreciate that. I love screw-down crowns. I don't know why. I just have that in my head. I love them. I really like the buckle on here. It's a nice attention to detail that it is solid bronze. It's also signed Carpenter, nicely engraved. The overall aesthetic on this watch is excellent, and I highly recommend if you are in the market for a dress watch. Maybe you want a gold dress watch, but you can't afford one, or you don't want to spend the money on one. I'll discuss pricing right now. This watch sells for $895. Again, this is a solid bronze dress watch, and it does have an ETA 2824. However, they are on sale right now, and I think they're on sale from $725 to $795 for this version, the full bronze, and that is in either the black dial or the white or silver dial, however you want to look at it. I think it's silver. And there you go. I mean, you have a ETA 2824 in here, and that is a really, really reliable and very good movement. And if you are just getting into watches, or you're into watches and you want a dress watch that is a little bit different, this is something that is really ticking all of those boxes. It's good looking. It has it's made of a different material than most dress watches are. Mostly bronze watches are divers watches. Every bronze watch that I've ever held has been a diver watch. Sometimes they're a field watch, or they might be a pilot's watch. But really, most of them are bronze. Most bronze watches are dive watches, and this is a dress watch, which I think is really cool. And it's also 38 millimeters. It just looks so good on the wrist. It's not huge, and it's really perfect for a dress watch. And you can see on my wrist, it doesn't look small at all. It looks just perfect. It looks just at home. And there is lume on those hands. So I'm going to do a lume shot. What I don't like about the watch is really almost nothing. There's really nothing I don't like about this watch. I just, maybe the one thing, I really like the acrylic crystal, but who knows? Maybe they could have gotten the same effect with a sapphire. You wouldn't get that warmth that you get, but that's the only thing I could say, and I don't even know if I even agree with that. So it's really, I'm just trying to find something. I love this watch. Absolutely love it. That's all I could say. I'm going to do a lume check on this. I would imagine the lume's not that great. And you could see I am charging the watch right now. And I'll shut off the lights so you can see a little bit better. And there you have it. The fact that this watch has lume is great. It is a dress watch. So, I mean, most dress watches don't have lume. And this is, you know, I think they're going a little bit more towards functionality and style. And this watch has a lot of both. I really, really, really like this watch. And it's very different. Please add a comment below. I really appreciate your comments and your opinions. Tell me what you think of this watch. Please also don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the bell icon. It is much appreciated and very helpful. And thank you for logging on.